Taurus, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter weekly tarot reading. I'll be doing my normal 3-card reading, and then I'll be doing a combination card and astrology dice reading. Now, the astrology dice represent the zodiac signs, the planets are lunar nodes, and the houses. And the cards aren't in any particular order. And this week, the 3 cards that you received was the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. The 9 of Wands has you battle-weary. Something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, or it was more work than you had expected. And you've mustered up the courage in the face of some type of danger, or overworking or overdoing. But now it's time to rest. You're tired. It's time to recharge the batteries a little bit. Think about what you're doing and what you're going to do next. This can even indicate that there's some eclipsing problems or coming to a completion of a problem. That's because of the number 9, which does indicate endings or accomplishments of some sort. But I think it's just of one leg of more to come. But this card can also represent understanding and wisdom. Maybe you came across some revelation or epiphany that has now made a difference, that is now changing things even for it to come to a conclusion of some sort. Now, the card next to it is the Knight of Pentacles. This is you, Taurus, Pentacles, Earth, material. But this is also symbolizing stability and security that the Taurians seek. Slow moving is what the Knight of Pentacles is about. This knight is serious about his work. Doesn't want to waste time. He has responsibilities to attend to. He's the one knight that just trots along at a slow gait to work towards an ends to a means. And with him feeling like he should shoulder a lot of responsibilities, he uses usually the tried and true methods to do some problem solving. He's not into impromptu things. He wants to slowly understand what's going on so he can make some decisions. And this is a good thing, too, because the card next to it is the 7 of Cups. And this is about difficult decisions. Maybe the 9 of Wands over there isn't quite into completion, and you have to decide at the very end, the tedious time at the very end of a project, what you should do to finish up, the crescendo of a project. And the knight next door is saying, slow down, make a good decision, take the time to do the research involved in making a good decision. Because if you don't make a good decision, there's going to be consequences. And this card also has you thinking about what will make you happy, and maybe doing some soul searching. You know, what is it? Individuality and freedom? Sexual pleasure, love, home, family, wealth, emotional stability that I think Taurians covet? Are you looking for some new type of spirituality? And maybe it's time to ask if there's some type of void in your life that needs to be filled, or are you searching for something? The 7 of Cups also indicates that there's some type of splayed energy, and you have to start organizing it and organizing your thoughts. It's warning you to stay out of a fantasy land and discern the difference between right and wrong, and then giving you the opportunity to start making good choices. You might not have made bad choices in the past, but these choices didn't turn out quite the way you expected them to. Now, I rolled the dice and you received Pisces, Venus, in the 7th house. The 7th house is about partnerships and relationships. And you have the 7 of Cups, just saying that you need to make a decision. So is this about love and relationships? Perhaps so. You have 2 big indicators, Venus, the planet of love, in the 7th house for the partnership, that's saying, yeah, there's some type of relationship thing going on here. This week you're going to have to be careful not to be too bossy and domineering, and to find a balance between interpersonal relationships to spark some harmony. There's lots of decisions to be made to maintain this balance. And stubborn Taurians sometimes think that love and ownership are the same thing, but you have to give some people some wiggle room, some freedom. And then on the other hand, you can have people taking advantage of your generous nature. Intimacy is important to you, but not too much touchy-feely this week. You might be moving things a little too fast if you're in a new relationship right now. And I think the Knight of Pentacles is warning you not to move too fast in matters of affection and emotion. And the Nine of Wands seems to be a reminder that you should take maybe a time out from battle and do some recouping. Now Pisces in the 7th house also has you focusing on partnerships, but maybe you'll be attracted to the black sheep of the crowd. And on the other hand, you might have some type of intuitive connection with your partner that's going to be heightened this week. But you could have a wishy-washy nature that maybe has you all over the emotional graph. And sometimes you don't even understand what motivates you, and other people are at a complete loss too. Sacrifice and forgiveness are the key words for this week. Now Venus in Pisces has you in kind of a dreamy state. Romantic and poetic thoughts can merge into unconditional love, and maybe have you diving into the waters of emotions head first, but this could cause some confusion, which could make you moody and unreasonable at times. The Seven of Cups is warning you that the decisions that have to be made are going to be very difficult. And it makes it even harder when you have no idea what you're trying to decide. You're a little wishy-washy this week. If you feel like you're floundering, let your significant other know so he can throw out or she can throw out an emotional life preserver and give you a helping hand, or at least an understanding hand, so that there's no misunderstandings with these mood swings and dreamy times, and confusion as well. Pisces and Venus sees love in all colors and flavors, and reaches an extreme at times. Oh, and then on the other hand, you can be very aloof, and this can frustrate the significant others that you have in your life. Love can be overwhelming and confusing this week, but just take it slow and see what happens. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.